Welcome, everybody, to TotalPodcastKill podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master for this evening, Cody. And tonight, I bring you the talented styles of Chase.
What's up, everybody? Tetra Aurora here.
Matt.
Well, howdy. Artiss Kodagu, and I'm casting and blasting.
And everybody's favorite bad boy, Colton.
Dante Blackwood, at your service.
Now, before we start this evening, this is something I would like to start doing live. Everybody level up.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Are we level 4?
5.
We're level 5 now.
What the fuck? Were we level 4 before?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
hope
4
so.
comes before 5. The fuck kind of question?
Have you been
Dude,
rolling on
I've
level
been
3?
level 3 this whole time.
What?
You're fucking stupid.
I'm not, dude.
Are you
How
kidding?
am I How are y'all gonna say I'm stupid when you never told us we leveled up the last time?
What do you mean?
Well,
we
Matt and I
leveled up
did.
together at
Oh
the
my
end of a
God.
session.
Then we leveled up to 3.
You know what? If only we had recorded the sessions to know. If we had talked about it.
You were
So
level
we could
4
go back
before
and
we
check?
went in the cave. Have you really been level 3 this
that's
whole time?
crazy.
Your character
And that's
sheet,
still-
I'm seeing
and
level
that's-
4 on your character
It
sheet.
says level 3 right here. Wait, is this the wrong one?
You're 2 druid, 2 barbarian.
Wait,
He has 2 character
I
sheets.
do have 2 character sheets. This might be the wrong one.
Cody, do you want to roll HP with me?
Yes, what do you get?
I have a D8.
Dude, I don't get shit.
Alright, go ahead.
I rolled a 5.
1.
Alright, I'm taking the 5.
You can have the 1.
Nah,
Okay,
I appreciate
Okay.
the offer.
Alright.
okay. Alright, I
Deal
was
or no
level
deal?
4. I apologize. It was the wrong one.
Okay, you scared me for a second. I was going to
scared
say,
myself.
we've been level 3 this whole time. Holy shit.
God, that shit would be so
Because
fucking
now you're only
funny.
going to be level 4.
No, I'm level 5.
Before we continue on, anything special, Matt, with your level up?
Let me check.
I don't
Let me
know.
check.
I don't want to know if you got like a +1 to your strength, a +1 to your this. Any cool moves?
I think I
Extra
think this
attacks.
is I think this is the
Level up in your Eldritch Blast.
I think this is the double Eldritch Blast. Yeah, I'm at 5th
Ooh.
level. I can shoot 2.
That's so bullshit.
What do you mean? At 2nd
Dude,
level,
just-
classes get
you know
second
what?
attacks.
I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry.
You're a fighter, right? You're a fighter. You're gonna have 2 swings on level 5. So
All right.
fuck you.
Who,
No,
who
I don't-
wants to go
I don't
next?
get anything.
You're lying to me.
No.
Chase, what's your hit point? Die. Your HP die.
Oh, I need to check my
a
spells
D4?
too.
It's a 2d8 plus 3d12, so right now my max is 39.
Well, what?
2d8 plus 3d12, so my max hit points are 39.
Did you just level them up and let D&D Beyond do it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I've been doing. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
well, what
That's what
about
I've been doing too. I would like to manually roll my HP though.
Tetra? Does Tetra get anything special at this level?
He does. So
What did you take
Tetra-
first of all?
Tetra is going to take his 3rd and final level in Barbarian,
Oh,
and that's going to open up my subclass, and I'm going to take the Primal Path.
oh shit!
And I'm going to take the Path of the Totem Warrior.
Now,
And the
are you min maxing or is this story related?
No, this is story related. So
Okay.
I'll have a Totem Spirit, which I can. I mean, it's a little bit of both, but I can use the Totem Spirits because I'm in the woods all the time, and so I can just say, you know, like the more time I've spent in the woods, I've gotten
No, I mean,
closer
it
to
definitely makes sense to me because Tetra is like that
Right.
nature boy.
And since I've been spending so much time as a bear, the totem spirit I'm going to choose is the bear.
Oh.
Now, what this does, I'll let everyone know. While raging, you have resistance to all damage except psychic damage. The spirit of the bear makes you tough enough to stand up to any punishment.
A little bit masochistic.
So I'm a tanky motherfucker.
All right.
So I'm
What
not just
about
a
you,
squishy-
Colton? What do you got?
I'm not just a squishy
I get
Aladdin boy.
HP.
Do you want to roll that die?
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could just. Is that how you and Matt have been doing it? Just for every new die you get, you both roll, and then he takes the higher.
Yeah. So, if you remember, I don't know if we did this before, or at least we never did it
Remember?
live. When you level up, you roll the die. I'll roll the die. Whoever
Yeah.
gets the higher, I'll let you have the higher. If we tie, we do it again.
Okay. Can we do that 5 times?
You want to do like your whole HP?
Is that all right?
Oh, wait, that's right, because we never rolled your HP. You basically just made a character that was.
No,
at the-
I mean I've just been using fixed this whole time.
I mean, yeah, let's do it.
Well, fuck, if that's the case, I guess I'll do mine too then.
Hey.
Mine's gonna wind up being lower
Hey.
probably.
What's
Case for
your
horses.
hit die?
5d10 plus 15. Thank you.
All right.
Ready? Go.
What's your first one?
6.
9.
Ooh, okay. I should probably write these down, right? All right, ready? Go. I got an 8 on that one.
No fucking way. I got a 9 again.
Oh hell yeah. Okay. Keep rolling with that die, man.
Must change it if you get another high one.
I got a 5 on that one.
Ooh, okay, I got a 3.
I took a 5. Go. This is 4, right? Oh.
8.
Oh, thank God. I got a 2.
How many is that?
All right. 31 total.
I meant how
But
many
that was
times have we
4
rolled?
rolls.
Okay,
This is the last
so one more. Ooh,
Shit. Oh, I got a 9.
7.
Hell yeah. So that puts me at 40 plus 15, 55.
So, Chase, have you not been rolling your dice
Oh.
either?
Wait,
No.
stop. Time out.
What?
Level 1, you get max, right?
I don't know.
Didn't we do that, Cody? Level 1, we did max HP.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure. I'm 95% sure. 99% sure.
All right, we'll just
We
take one
started
more
level
HP.
1 and started with max HP.
Because you got a 9 in there,
your
so
first,
just add one
so
more.
your first roll would have been maxed out. I'm like 95%, 99% sure.
And did you stick with
That's how we started.
fighter?
I did.
So you do have 2 attacks then.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I just noticed
What the fuck? That's broken.
this music is absolutely Dragon Quest music.
I just want to say, Cody.
Yeah.
So you know,
All right.
I got a couple new spells.
What do you got?
I only have 2
You
spell
want to show your
slots
hand
still.
now, or you want to hold it? That's the real
Hold
question.
it.
I'll
I was wanting to hold the extra attack, if we're being honest.
I mean, it's pretty common
I'll
knowledge
share-
when fighters get at level 5.
Fair enough.
I'll share.
I mean, however you want to do it. It's not
So
like
I'm
I'm not
taking
going to look at your
Counterspell?
character sheet anyways.
Ooh.
I'm taking counterspell
Whoa.
At a 3rd level?
at 3rd level.
That's a good one.
As well as fireball.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Those 2 are the best
shit.
spells in the game.
You have to have them. You have to have them.
You really do. Maybe not fireball, because there's a lot of good alternatives, but counterspell is a fucking staple.
All right, and with that out of the way, Who remembers what happened last time?
Matt does.
Well, our
It's been a minute.
Our group decided to rest after we had fought a couple rough fights, and actually, okay, so
Well,
we
if
shit
you
on-
remember,
we absolutely rolled like crazy and destroyed the first big guy that we fought, and then fought a stalagmite that was alive, and that fucked us up. So we had to rest.
Goes away.
Yes, so we had to rest, and that's why we were resting. So last session we rested, and then we continued on through the cave, following the feeling that Artiss had, pulling him deeper and deeper into the mountain. We got close enough to hear voices, and upon entering the room, she was a goblin, right?
Goblin necromancer.
A goblin necromancer. You're muted.
You muted.
So we came upon this
I don't
goblin
know how I got
necromancer.
Yep.
And initiated combat there. Ran into an extra one of those big guys in that same combat. Got a little dicey, but Abram showed up, yelling at us to not fight, but we continued the battle anyway. Upon completion of the battle and defeat of the skeletons, necromancer, and big bad hunk of meat is what I'm gonna call him.
You could have stopped at Hunk.
There was a massive dragon door that was supposed to be for Yonkers.
Rip.
But R.I.P. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Big
But
Dog. Hanging out with Torm
Through
in
the
the afterlife.
actions of Artiss holding on to the special book, he'd pulled, what was it, a gem out of the book?
Well, the book levitated from your hands, and out came the gem.
Yes. Yes. And it allowed the door to open. The whole time Abram's telling us to leave, we have to go. But Artiss was pulled towards this room. There, a magical essence kind of entered him, along with the murals of prophetic battlefields, is what I'll call them.
That works.
Artiss lost consciousness and was escorted back to town with Dante and Tetra.
Escorted. You mean I
was-
carried your ass?
I was escorted.
And if you remember, right now you're currently not that you're like disabled or you can't walk, but you've been having to scoot around in a wheelchair too.
You a motherfucking cripple, bro.
Eldritch cast.
Yeah, I mean, you're not casted up, but you are bandaged up pretty heavily. You know, they did what they could, but they got your shit together.
Oh yeah, his body was like
And like over the past
morphing.
I'm gonna say when we start out, you know, this has all been the course of a couple days. You know, you've been having to like slowly try to get back into moving your body around, getting up and walking, and shit like that. Yeah, that was basically where we left off. You know, they tried to save you.
The last thing that happened, I think, was no, we didn't do that.
Not yet.
Okay.
So, you got your little this little familiar, this little dragon familiar. You know, you could tell.
We didn't do that yet, right?
We kind of did. Remember, you played with them for a little bit.
I thought we ended Okay. Yeah, because I named him.
And you were laying in the bed. And you were throwing something, like playing like catch with it, basically. But that was only a couple hours after you guys had got in. And then I was gonna go in on Dante.
What?
But we'll come to Tetra.
Okay.
You know, shaken up by what's happened, you just want to help how you can. So, you know, when you guys got back to town, you were like, we need to look into how to get to the Fae. So you were researching with Froz.
Yes.
And you know, just he gave you some books and was like, hey, here you go, look into these. I'll start looking into these.
Yes, and I want to say real quick, for just to clarify this, the reason I'm helping him is because I took the sage background, so I'm a very studious little boy.
Yeah. I mean, and that's how Tetra was too back home.
Yes.
You know, he was kind of kept up basically. So that's basically, you had nature in your books.
Yes.
And Dante, Himothy is speaking to you in your head. You know, you got a room for the night. You know, you guys just got back and you were like, I need to fucking rest, basically. They told you, hey, I spoke with the inn. You basically got, you know, this room for however long you guys need it, if you need one. So you got back to the inn, got your key. He pointed you upstairs. You got to your room. You laid down, and you started thinking about all this stuff that's been going on. You know, the Cretan asked you, hey, I need you to go pick up this tiefling. They match my taste. And then you were like, you know, I gotta pick up Dad's business, so whatever, I'll do it. So you show up at Moonbright. You're by no means a pushover or inexperienced, but this is like one of your first times like going out there to do a job yourself. And you show up and you're like, snatch and grab and go. Easy. But doesn't work out. These two goons stop you, along with some other townspeople. Tetra and Artiss. Who the fuck are these guys? Foiled my plan. Sarissa, she's like, come on. Hey, look, whatever it is you need, I'll help you. But right now, these people need me and I'm going to be here for them. Get the fuck off of me. So you start having second thoughts. Alright. Shit, I fucked up. You're still kind of formulating though. You know, well, your plan fucked up. So you're like, alright, let me go help these goons while I formulate something else. Maybe I can get in with them, get close, and then beg them when they least expect it. So you're like, you know what? I'll come help you guys out with your little goblin problem. It's goblins. Who's scared of goblins? You get in there and it is so much more worse. You have no clue what's going on. Who is this Tion dude they keep talking about? What the hell is this crazy ass dragon power that just happened? This dude's whole body just fucking distorted right in front of me. And this dragon come into him. They're talking about gods? What the hell is that about? This, you know, legends, stories, worshippers, religions. You're not really in all that shit. You're money, business, power, training, fighting, you know, honing your own skills. No god's ever helped you and no god ever will. It's you who makes, you know, what happens to you. Control your own fate, all that bullshit. So you lay down. And if you remember, Abram had given you this basically relic. And he told you, you know, long ago, this was used to form the power of a god. It's socketed. I'm not worthy to carry this anymore. You guys take this. Found out you guys lost one of the gems. Actually, you don't even know that But, you know, you just took it anyways. You know, Himothy was like, take that, mate. Come on, you could get the power of the god and make them bleed like pigs. Ha ha ha, I'm a fucking psychopath. You know, and sometimes your decisions are based on that, because that's who you have to talk to. That's who you had. That's who helped you get through the problems you had as a child between you and your father. So you lay down, you close your eyes, and they start getting real heavy. And when you open them again, you know, you see Himothy, and you're kind of like in this shadowy... It's not dark in here, but it's just like a black floor. And like, it looks like looking on for miles is just fog in darkness. You know what I'm talking about? So, Himothy's standing before you, and he says...
Real quick.
Yeah.
Did somebody beat me in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Sent your ass to the Shadow Realm?
I'm in the
Basically.
Shadow Realm.
Maybe. You might be stuck here forever.
Fuck.
But you know, Himothy stands in front of you. And you just see... basically like a shadowy figure. You remember when Deku was talking to the predecessors? And like it was just that black shadow? That's kind of what you see. And he says, you think you can drive me out, mate? You need me. You're weak without me. And let's roll an initiative, because he's going to take a swing at you.
I'm going to use my oversized D20 for this. Alright, I'm not rolling with this motherfucker again. I got a 6.
Matt, I just want it to be known, my thumb still hurts.
Matt said, I don't give a fuck.
He doesn't.
Alright, so he's going to take a swing at you for... Holy shit fucking balls. It's a natural 20.
God damn.
Starting this off right. What's he swinging on me with?
It just looks like the shadowy long sword, basically.
Okay.
That is going to be 16 points of damage.
Fuck me, mate.
Oh, I plan on it.
All right. You're not playing around this time, are you? Said it for him?
Mate, I was never playing around. I want strength and power for both of us, no matter what it takes. And his sword just rips across your chest. What do you got?
My turn. 19 on the die. 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
15 damage.
Okay, so, like, as you hit...
Wait a second. I used the wrong die. Fuck. $12 damage.
As you hit him and kind of, like, drag your sword across him, he's like, ah! But it doesn't look like all that damage goes through. And then he's gonna take another swing at you.
No, he's not, because I am.
Oh yeah, you got more.
hit.
You got more attacks. What is it?
17.
Miss.
Ooh. Action surge. $21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hit.
Max damage, 14 damage.
Same thing. You get him with an uppercut, slash through his chest, and then you quickly turn your blade and bring it back across him, like right across, like right along his fucking collarbone. You could tell it hit the shadow. You felt something there, but it dragged across and not all the damage went through. And you action surge, so go on.
I rolled a 2.
Oh yeah, no.
That's
Not happening.
How'd that feel?
I've had worse. Don't you get another attack? You action surge,
What?
you get 2 more attacks.
2 more?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2 off the basic attack. And then action surge, I get 2 more.
So you get 2 attacks, action surge, 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
You only made 3.
Oh.
Pretty sure that's how it works.
I sure hope so, because I rolled a natural 20 on my brand new dice.
Ooh. You got them fucking... You borrowed them dice off Matt, didn't you?
I guess so. Oh! Double max damage.
Yeah, yeah. Action surge, you can take an additional action on your turn. Your attacks
So
per
it's not
action is 2 attacks, so you get 4 total. What was the damage?
It will be 14 plus 8, so
Okay.
22.
Alright, same thing. You uppercut him through the chest, bring it across his collarbone. Take it back across the same spot, and then drive it down. And just lightning fast. Almost like it wisp away the shadow. He's like, you're gonna have to hit a lot harder than that. And now he's going to make an attack at you.
What the fuck is this?
23?
Yeah, that hits.
Not too bad. 11.
Okay.
And then he thrusts his sword at you, like right at your gut, and it just sticks into this like leather padding underneath your plate. And he's just like, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have survived without your father. And then go ahead.
I want to do some tricky shit.
Yeah?
I want to lay down on the ground.
Okay.
And then I want to hold my sword over top of my abdomen. With the point down. So I'm holding the blade.
Like you're about to seppuku
Yep.
yourself? Okay.
And then I want to throw the blade straight up. So it stays vertical. And then, with my bonus action, I want to swap positions with Timothy.
Okay. So how do I even begin to handle the shenanigan?
I love fucking with you.
Give me an attack roll.
With advantage?
Um,
He's prone.
yeah, but technically you're still prone right now.
Am I?
You laid down.
They happen simultaneously.
You know what? Go ahead. Make it an advantage.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that's not good. 5 on the die. And a 4 on the die.
What's your
It's gonna be
total to
missed.
hit?
12.
All right. So almost like you know exactly how to control Himothy, right? You throw your sword up. You're laying there on the ground. It comes back down, and you go to, like... How would you say you feel Himothy? Is it just something you do by instinct?
Can you,
Is it something you turn on?
Can you wiggle your ears?
Yeah.
Like that.
Alright. So, you know, you throw your sword up and you begin to tense up, like, the back of your head. Like you're gonna switch. But it doesn't work. And the sword comes back down and kind of, like, hits your armor. And, you know, falls off to the side. And Himothy stands over you and he says... You're my world now. You don't control me here. I was really hoping it was going to hit because I was going to make you contest it against your own AC.
Then I'm going to stand up and attack.
You look like a fucking idiot.
Well, I know. I'm not done.
You couldn't even kidnap that tiefling bitch. What was it?
A 4.
Oh, shit.
11 to hit.
No.
Yeah.
You want action surge again? Oh, wait.
I can't.
Yeah, I know.
Leave her out
17 to hit.
Miss.
Go. I don't know why I've been rolling so fucking shitty, dude.
26 to
Everywhere I
hit.
play. Yeah, that hits.
8 damage. Uh, 14 to hit.
Miss. Anything else?
Nope.
That's all I needed. 25.
Yeah, it hits.
All I gotta do is bitch and I'll start getting it. 15 damage.
Oof. Fuck. Leave her out of it.
You
all
see, as you know, he's sitting here shit talking you. You're shit talking back and forth. You're like, leave her out of it. This fire begins to like light up in the distance, and you're like, leave her out of this. And he takes a sword and he drives it into your like ribs. Did I give you the damage for that already?
Yeah.
Okay. He drives it into your ribs and he's like, no. You were meant to take her. We could have had all that gold. And like, you start to see the shadowy visages, like wisp coming around him, begin to take shape.
Into what?
Like horns on his head.
Oh, okay. Consequently,
What's
I've
your
got
what are we looking like HP wise right now?
14. Not great. But here's the thing. I've got these really nice brand new flat black dice, right?
Okay.
Which I thought were fitting because I'm an Echo Knight. But I've also got these shiny white dice for my light side. And I'm going to start using these now.
Oh.
You fucker. No shit. First roll, nat 20.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's awesome. 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 7 is 21 damage. And then I roll again.
As you hit him, you know, you bring your sword back through his body again. And like as it connects with the shadow, you see the flames like off in the distance kind of raise around you like hundreds of feet away. And it's like you're almost fighting in like this huge ring of fire now.
Okay. For my second trick, 13 to hit.
No.
His AC is a 15, yeah? I think I've deduced that.
Anything else?
That's it. Your failure to answer is a confirmation.
18. Miss?
Yeah.
He takes another swing at you, but you take a step back, almost like stumbling back. You know, he's fucking working you right now. You take a step back, you stumble back, and he's like, you begin to see these eyes start forming in the shade. Go ahead.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
Do I recognize him? Does he look familiar to me?
You roll me high enough, I'll tell you what the eyes look like.
That's a fucking 7, dude.
What's the total, though? You got at least 10?
No, it's 8.
Not really taking too much shape
Whatever.
yet.
It's better than using a 7 on my attack roll, you fucker. 19 to hit.
Yep.
Max damage. 14. Take those horns. 26 to hit. And shove them up your ass.
This might go a
12
different way
damage.
than I expected.
12.
Oh. Maybe not. Anything else? You see, like, as you keep hacking away this shadow, even though it's taking shape, you've, like, every time you smack it, little bits of it, like, kind of go away. And it's looking a little less strong right now.
I do have something else.
Oh. What you
With
got?
my bonus action,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my second wind.
All right.
Regain 6 HP. Alright, that's it.
All right. $21.
It's, yeah.
12.
Yep. You listen to me, Timothy, and you listen good. I might not be strong without you, but without me, you're not fucking shit. 23 to hit.
Hits.
Ooh. 8 damage.
Give me another one. You better hit this time, I'm telling you.
18 on the die. 25 to hit.
Oh, hit.
12 damage.
So you kind of like almost like feel this physical force as you drive your blade into it. And like as you drive your blade into the shadow, it fucking just, this ring of fire basically just boom, hundreds of feet in the air. And you kind of like just keep driving your sword and you push it into the ground and you stick them and you're like, I don't fucking need you. And like as you do that, the shape begins to take form and you see these like red and yellow kind of like goat's eyes take shape.
Nice.
And like these horns, these twisted horns kind of come back and up and slick back his head, and his face begins to take shape, and it looks very familiar to you, and he says, I'll see you soon, son.
Fuck.
And then you snap awake.
Is it daytime?
You hear birds chirping and the sun is coming in through your window.
Quick question.
As you
do I get my action surge back?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Tetra, you guys get back, you take a nap. Well, sleep for the night, you get a long rest. If you guys don't have a long rest yourselves. You get up real early in the morning and you head back to the temple. And, after all that's happened, the village has kind of like, not necessarily gone back to the way it was before. But you see people kind of about their day again, kind of recovering from this. Not letting it really bring them down as like a community. They're still helping each other out. You hear the hitting of hammers on wood as people are like fixing houses. You leave the inn. As you were leaving the inn too, you might have walked past Dante's room and heard like a quick scream, but not like a serious one that would be like, oh shit, let me bust in his door and see what's wrong. Just like you woke up from a bad dream. You continue on to the temple. You get there, you see Artiss is sitting there, and like there's a couple, maybe like nurses tending to him, kind of like taking off some of his bandages, and he looks like he's getting better. It is the next day, by the way. So you go in, you see Froz, and he's like, oh hey Tetra, did you figure out anything in the books last night? And like as he asks you that, you remember you started reading these books he gave you. One was majorly on just the Fae in general. And a lot of its information you already have, you scroll through, but you see like the history is different. A little different than what you remember reading in the books you read in. You're like, that didn't happen. What the hell? This didn't happen. You flip through a couple more pages, and then there's like the history of Moonbright itself. And it says, a long time ago, elves and the men worked together to protect these relics. And it talks about, a slotted sword that gems would slot into. After a couple disagreements, the men and the elves couldn't really see eye to eye, so they was like, you know what? Peace. We're going back home. You guys want to do it your way, do it your way. But if you need us, we'll be there. And you start reading about some of these, ways they would use to get here and back and forth. And you would know that strong ties to a certain place are always there. And you start reading more, and you see you get to the end of the book, and it's like credited, and you see Delta, your mother's name, at the end of the book. And you're like, she did not write this book. So, cutting a little bit, do you remember your parents' names?
Yeah, my mom's name was Delta, and my dad's name was something with an A.
Aurelios.
Aurelios, thank you.
Delta Aurora and Aurelios Aurora. And you're like, what the fuck? My parents did not, get into any kind of planar travel.
Yeah.
And
as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're sitting there with Froz, and he's like, well, I found a couple different ways to go about this, but I don't know how you guys want to do it. I don't know. What's your level on magic? Casting magic? Would you know how to open a planar portal?
Currently no, but we can always give it a shot.
And then he pulls up like another book. It's basically the history of Moonbright illustrated. So it's like an illustration book. So he shows you like these pictures of this village. This beautiful elven village. Fucking, everything crafted out of natural wood. And this is your village.
That's my village. Yeah.
But again, things look slightly different than what you remember.
It just looks off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, that's not it at all. And he's like, well, and he points, he flips a couple pages, he points in there, and he's like, if you look at this fountain, I'm almost positive there's some kind of ruins set within the forest where the elves used to live. There might be enough magical connection there to get a planar portal going on.
And correct me if I'm wrong, this is the same forest I was found in, correct?
Yeah, the same one you had showed up in. And actually, if you remember, you've seen the ruins of a fountain in that very first episode when you showed up.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then pulls out like a ledger. If you have about 50,000 gold, you could probably pay somebody in Anglar City to get you there.
Froz.
Yeah?
Look at me.
I'm looking.
Did you mute yourself?
Yeah, I did, but I was waiting for you to say something.
Froz, look at me. Does it look like I have 50,000 gold, Froz?
I don't judge books by their cover, sorry.
Okay, I'll tell you straight up, Froz. Nowhere near that.
Well.
So let's think of another option that doesn't include me robbing several different villages.
He says, all right, well, look, go to the Roll20. He pulls out this map, kind of lays this map across the table. And he says, it's a...
Hold on.
All right, you see the map?
Yes.
He lays this map out. And he says, well, it'll be quite a journey. But there is this abandoned... You know, and he's pointing his finger up, really far up to the north. And he's like, it's pretty cold and treacherous. But I found something that says, you know, there was this kind of crazy old wizard who had developed, I think they called it, he pulls over another book, flips to it, the Ring of Doors? Yes, the Ring of Doors. It says it's buried in his crypt with him. But it's been far too perilous for anybody to ever recover. But if we could get this ring, we could probably plan our travel at will.
Okay, I like this. Do you happen to know anything more about this wizard?
I can look more into him. You know, I don't know him personally, but...
No, I just didn't know. All we need is his ring, so...
Well,
I
it's
just didn't...
in his crypt, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
another problem is getting there.
Yes.
It's way up in the north. Temperature's far too low for anybody to handle.
Right. And we would have to cross that river, correct?
Well,
I'm pointing to the map, right?
Yeah, of course. You could take the river to partially get there.
We could. Okay. All right. So 2 options, either 50,000 gold and have somebody at Anglar do it for me, or find the Ring of Doors.
Or,
okay,
again, if you could cast some planar magic, maybe something, you could spark something in that forest. And he points on the map, he's like, deep in the forest. And you remember, kind of, give me an insight check.
Okay.
Just to see if you would remember, like, where it was you walked out compared to where Moonbright's at, compared to where he's pointing at.
That is 18.
Oh yeah, okay, so you remember, you were like, well shit, if I come up on the back of the village, which is where you entered very first episode,
mm-hmm.
Isn't there... Yeah, let me do this. So, you showed up somewhere around here, right? And then basically you kind of just walked out, and this is where you met Yonkers right here.
Mm-hmm. And
then you guys went to Moonbright together.
Yes.
You would be able to compare, like, okay, I remember coming out here and going back there, so if this is here on the map, back here in the forest, I probably have a good idea of how to get back there.
Yeah, especially because I can use
your
my
nature boy Ric Flair,
yeah.
so...
Yeah. Woo! Or maybe it'd be more of a hoo!
Hoo! Hoo! So he's just like, here, take these books with you, research it some more. We'll see what we come up with.
Okay.
Artiss.
Well, thank you, Froz. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Don't mention it. You actually, if you have a... I hate to ask this, actually. Can I get a piece of gold off you?
I look at him.
And if you remember, Froz, let me tell you what Froz looks like again. Froz is this little goblin.
Mm-hmm.
And he wears these, like, big billowy robes.
Yeah.
And he's always hanging out in the, in the temple. Mm-hmm. And he is, like, Abram's, like, right-hand dude, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at him.
All right, Froz, I'll tell you what. You did me a solid, I'll give you a gold. But I have one condition.
What?
I take out my pipe and I conjure up some pipe weed.
I mean, you have some, like, in a little bag.
Yeah.
You don't have to conjure it up every time you want to smoke it.
It's force of habit, right?
Imagine you have, like, a little leather, like, tobacco pouch, though.
Yeah.
And
Hell
you can roll some out and just fucking...
and I put it in the pipe, and then I spark it. I take a hit, and I pass it to him as a treaty of equal minds.
This is a custom I am unfamiliar with, but I would not want to disrespect you, and I would like that gold too. And he takes it and he holds it like basically two hands. Like he's small.
Yeah.
And he just oh my God! What?
Jesus Christ.
Tetra has the biggest grin on his face, and he flips him 2 gold.
And he's like, he takes him and he's like, you know, I might be more civilized than most goblins, but you know, there's this greed to it that you just can't shake. You know what I mean?
Hey, I get it, man. We all got our vices, and I would be a hypocrite to judge you for it. So.
And he's kind of like just rolling them between his fingers, and he's like, dude, my heart feels weird, man.
Just breathe. Just
am I
get
gonna be
you some
okay?
water. Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen a goblin do it. This is kind of an experiment. I wanted to see what would happen.
What was that?
It was, it's called pipeweed, right? What do we call it? I'm sorry.
Are you a fool? That's not the name of a plant? A pipeweed?
Oh, fuck, what do we call it?
It is. I mean, we have been calling it pipeweed, but.
Oh. It's my own concoction, Froz. And if you like it, I'll get you some more.
I'm gonna go lay down, man. I think I need to take a nap.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Froz's eyes get like fucking
glassy as fuck.
galaxy?
Oh, dude. Oh.
Are they like galaxy fucking?
You know, they have these like kind of big bulbous eyes a little bit, and they're just so glassy.
You need to take some rest, man. You've been studying all night. You go take a good night's nap.
Maybe you're right. Did you hear that?
And then before I go, I just want to turn over. Ah!
Why would you do that, man? I'm freaking out. Oh God, they're gonna attack again. Oh God, they're gonna attack. I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna stop by Sarissa and just be like, "Hey, Froz is freaking out, Sarissa. I don't know. I think you might want to check on him. I think he's just been in that library."
And as you walk out, you see Sarissa. She's like, kind of, you know, adventures coming in and out.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know, taking the jobs and giving them out. Not as many as there was when you guys first showed up. But there's still people coming around trying to make a buck.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, have a good day. See you later." And she like passes that, and she's like, "What's wrong with him?"
Man, he just, I'm gonna be honest, Sarissa, I think he got into my pipeweed stash, and you know, it's just, I'm not upset with him, but I think he might be taking a toll on him. So just when you have a chance, I know you got a lot going on, just you know, pop in there, just make sure he's okay. I gotta handle some stuff.
Yeah. Could you? And she pulls out a letter, and she's like, "Could you give this to Artiss for me, please?"
Yeah, of course. Is he still laid up?
Actually, she points over there toward like the back of the room, and she's like, "Yeah, he's actually over there. He's kind of started. What are you doing right now?"
I would just be laying in bed resting.
All right, so you go over there, and he's like kind of still laying there, or you see him over there laying down.
I'm gonna give him a hearty but gentle slap on the leg. I'm gonna be like, "Ari, how you doing, man? How you feeling?"
Well, when your bones, you know, move in a weird way, and you don't really know why your body does the thing it does.
While you guys are catching up, Dante, you get up.
Toll on ya.
Dante, you get up and you kind of like wake up in this cold sweat. What's Dante's morning routine look like?
I wouldn't be normal this morning.
Yeah, but what
I think. What does Dante normally do in the mornings?
What would he do in this right now?
Right now, Dante's gonna get up, go to the sink. There's no sink, actually.
Wash bowl?
He's just gonna get a bucket of water, splash it on his face, and then he's just gonna, probably start jerking off.
All right, yeah. So, any preferred, like, do you carry around, like, sketchings of, like, Nude
No,
women.
I just saw Sarissa
straight
like
imagination.
3 days ago.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it-
Straight
Are you a
imagination.
And
Are you
listen,
are you a lotion or is it just
I'm-
straight dry?
I'm big. All right, so I'm using both hands.
Okay, I mean,
I'm
Alright,
unrolling a hose.
All
Essentially.
right, Drake. Okay, Drake.
Okay.
So yeah, you get up, you walk over, and you got this little room. It's got a bed. It's got a wardrobe in it, and there's a little table with a mirror on the back of it, and there's a wash bowl and a cloth. And you wash your face, and you go back over to your bed. You lay down, start beating it.
Well, who said I laid down?
Wherever you're doing it, you might do it into the wash bowl and then
stands up,
use the
I
wash bowl.
have to stand up.
he stands up and stares into a full body mirror.
And he's got that aggressive hunch. He's got
American
that aggressive
He's,
hunch.
no, he
Aggressive hunch.
stands up. He stands up and he's like
That's too much.
opens the curtains on the window and just stands in front of the window. Just watching the people passing by, and he's like, I could do whatever the fuck I want.
Fucking Homelander. Great reference.
But you get up, beat your meat, wash your face. Hopefully,
In that order.
in whatever order. You fucking get downstairs and you see the innkeeper's there. He's like polishing glasses, serving up breakfast. He's like, Froz told me your meal's paid up. What do you want? Any breakfast?
Steak and eggs.
Yeah, meat and eggs, we could do that.
I said steak.
Look, we got one kind of meat, and that's
Steak
beef.
and eggs.
All right, fine, whatever. What's going on there, Tab, though, not yours? And he goes over and he's like, after a couple minutes, he slides down the plate. And then you just, as you're like, kind of like just tearing into this meat, eggs, you just remember like hearing like, I'll see you soon, son. What the fuck, son? And you know what? I want you guys to thank Matt. He helped me pick that up.
Nice.
That's good. No, that's good. I like that.
I think it sounds good for like a demonic
Yeah.
presence.
Well, who says what? We're talking
He's
about
definitely a
that.
demon.
You got a
What the
devil.
fuck?
You
Oh,
got a
it's just
devil
a
daddy.
nightmare.
No, you got a devil daddy.
Nah, man, it's just a
Oh,
nightmare.
a devil daddy.
It's all right. We're gonna.
I like
It's
that.
all right. Look, I just hope that when we get to that point, like you're gonna side with me and my mom to kill your dad.
I'm
Okay?
definitely killing your mom.
My mom would.
No
fuck you
way
up.
I don't kill
My
your
mom would fuck you up.
He's banging your mom and then killing her, dude, for sure.
Oh, would she fuck me up, or would she fuck up Himothy while I stab her in the back?
So, anyways, fucking, I don't need fucking son. What the fuck? And then, what was that shit last night with Himothy?
Summon Himothy.
Just like beside you?
Yes.
Yeah, you call him up, and people around you are like, "Oh shit, what the fuck is that?" Yes, mate.
Right. How's it going then?
Pretty all right. How about yourself?
Been better.
Are you gonna deal with this bitch so we can get out of here? Are you gonna keep playing around?
All right, I make him go away. and I do that with my hand too, like the.
And like as you like
Fucking-
shoo him, you just like the shadow just like it blows away in the wind.
So he doesn't know about last night. So it was just a dream. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. That's it.
You want to head to the temple? What do you
No.
want to do?
I'm just gonna sit here for a while.
All right. Tetra and Artiss. Let's come
No,
back
I'll
to
go to
you.
the temple.
Okay, so Dante, as you walk into the temple, you see Tetra and Artiss talking. And again, you walk in, beautiful temple. Cot set up in the back, more than usual now that, some people lost their homes and need somewhere to sleep. So you see maybe a little more people in here. Like not other adventurers, but just common people. And
You mean peasants?
yeah, peasants. That's exactly what Dante would think.
The
Filthy
common
peasants.
rabble. Yeah.
Fucking cockroaches walking around in this goddamn temple.
You walk up and you see Tetra and Artiss. What are you guys talking about?
As he walks up, I'm pulling this letter out of my pocket, and I'm like, "Hey, man, Sarissa said this letter was for you, so I want to make sure you were all good and well before I handed it to you. But here you go."
I mean, I
handed it to
could,
him.
I could probably be a little better, but
Can you can read, right? You can
what's that supposed to mean? Just because I sound like a hillbilly, don't mean I can't read.
Hey, I just
I
wanna
was
make-
actually quite studious in my mountain town.
I never said you weren't, man. I wanted to make sure you were okay to read. Okay, it was not. No offense. Okay, hit the
Wait,
pipe.
give me
man.
that letter.
Hit the pipe. You need to calm down. And I pass him the pipe.
I'll take it. I'll take a little hit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Take a little hit.
Small one. Just a small one.
Just a little.
there you
Calm the nerves,
go. As he hits it, I want to be.
Have
like,
you
"Yo."
taken a hit off this before?
Yeah. I think I have. I think so, right?
Yeah, I would say in our travels, I've definitely convinced him.
Okay. If it ain't your
Light a
first time,
campfire,
I was gonna say make
make
a
a
Constitution
campfire.
saving throw. See how
But
hard
as-
it hits you.
As he hits it and puffs it, and you take it back, and we're like, "Yo, dude, I pulled the greatest prank, dude. Froz, yo, I got him to hit it. Dude is fucked up, bro. Dude is fucked up, bro."
Bro, why would you do? He's just a little guy.
I mean, he was trying to take some gold from me, and I
This
was
stuff
like,
is strong.
"Yeah, it's like he's trying to extort me," and I had to have a little fun with it.
I rolled a 19, so it would have been a 23 if you wanted me to make a con save.
That's good enough. It doesn't hit you too hard. You took a little
feel-
piece.
You're feeling real nice.
Well, okay. I feel like as we're having this conversation,
Did you hand him the
Ra-
letter?
Ragoth,
I did hand him the letter.
Oh, okay.
Ragoth, my familiar, would have been just running around eating rats.
Oh yeah,
Well,
having a
Like,
grand
doing,
old time.
doing little dragon shit, and he just hops up on the bed, onto
Well-
my lap.
Cool. If that's the case, then I want to pass you the letter, and then I want to try to beckon toward him and see if I can get him to play with me while you're reading.
So he hands you the letter, and I'll say that's up to
Animal handling check.
how. Oh,
I'll absolutely take that all day.
all right. I'm setting a DC right now.
All right.
Because he doesn't know
Ooh!
you yet.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I'll take that. But he's gonna be my buddy whether he wants. Oh, dude, I got a +7 to my animal handling,
Yeah,
and I
you're
rolled
a
it,
druid.
and I rolled an 18 on the die. That's a fucking
Okay.
25.
That's good. I was gonna say it's a 12.
Yeah.
So right now he's basically the size of a house cat,
Yeah.
and he kind of acts like one.
Okay. So I'll
But he's a
kneel
little dragon.
down. I'll kneel down by the bed and pull a little little bit of bread or some shit out of my food bag, and I want to beckon it to him. Make him
Yeah,
come over to
it
me.
sniffs your hand and
Yeah.
kind of accepts you, and it takes the food out your hand, and he just
Hell yeah.
being so in tune with nature, you're a creature's a creature,
Yeah.
and you love them all.
Yeah.
So
And I
he's
wanna,
just
yeah.
yeah, he accepts you pretty warmly.
Hell yeah.
Artiss, I'll give you a second.
Yes.
You crack the wax seal on this envelope. You open it up. You unfold it. And it's from your father. And it says, basically the tone of your father's voice, "Boy, I heard what happened. Abram told me. I'll be on my way. Just to make sure you're all right. I think there's some things I gotta tell you, son."
It's from my dad's coming.
Yeah. And basically that's all it said. Your dad is the guy that's when you can only use one word, he won't use anymore. And then it just, not even like, with love, best regards, get well soon. It just says, your father's name, which is currently slipping my mind at this moment.
My father's name is Torin.
Ah, yes, Torin. So yeah. So now here all three of you are. Dante, Artiss, Tetra. Sarissa walks up to you and she looks at you, Dante, and she's like, so, I think we should speak about the other day, yeah?
Well, yeah, Dante, what's up with that?
If you would like a moment.
Right.
I may be in bed, but don't try any funny business.
Silence, cripple.
Hold on now. Hold on now.
Buddy.
Let's not get too excited.
Sorry.
We can all be friends here.
When you say that, Ragoth hisses at you.
I summon Himothy.
That's
You
not a
see-
spell,
Himothy.
right? That's not a spell. I can't counter.
Hiss at that dragon.
Less of a hiss and like in your head, Dante, you hear, "I'll fucking kill you, piece of shit, fucking little rodent, fucking scum of the streets." But like you guys, you all just hear like this airy, like an airy wisp,
Like an airy tiss.
like an airy tiss.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. Sarissa, yes. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. People are getting their lives back together. Think it's a step in the right direction.
Right.
And she
And
like,
then Dante just stands there looking sheepish.
she kind of like lays one hand like on your chest, on your plate. She's like, honestly, I don't know what Abram sees in you, but I'll forgive you. Let bygones be bygones. All right, well, don't say sorry.
Right.
I just assume you are, I guess.
Sure.
Got a busy day, so I'll fuck off
Have a
now.
good one.
And she looks at you, Artiss, and she's like, Artiss, glad to see you're recovering in Tetra. Burned out as usual.
Burned out.
Oh.
Eight to the bone.
And Tetra, I assume you want to share this information that you have gathered. This is something else we're going to do, this little one we got on. We're going to have a shopping part.
Ooh.
So basically what we're going to do is upgrade our gear.
Okay.
Um
Wait, before we do that, can we just say I explained to them the stuff me and Froz talked about the Feywild? Like, we don't have to go back into it, but can
Yeah,
we just
yeah,
say
I mean-
I told them about it.
it wouldn't be a bad idea to roleplay it out.
Okay. Do you want me to do that now?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. All right.
So let me paint the picture for you.
yeah, go ahead.
You know, Dante just walked up to you two as you handed Artiss this letter.
Yep.
You know, you're sitting there talking to him. He cracks open this letter and he reads it. And Artiss, again, it was from your father, and he said, "Hey, boy, I heard about what happened. Coming up to check on you, see how you're doing. See you soon." So your father's coming, and Dante comes up as you're reading a letter, and he has this conversation with Sarissa, and you guys talk. Your little dragon thing hisses at him. This shadow hissed back at your dragon. And Sarissa was like, all right, let's... Neutral ground here, gentlemen. Neutral ground. Go ahead. Tetra, you have this information you want to pass along.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like, so before Froz,
And if you guys are on roll 20, go ahead and get on, look at this map.
yeah. So Froz happened to tell me some information before he went down to lay down for a nap. We've been studying the Fae and our options on getting into it. And basically, the way he explained it to me is we have 3 options. Okay, so if we decide to go and try to go to the Fae, we can look for somebody in Angler City, pay them a modest sum of 50,000 gold, and they would be able to plan our travel list to the Fae. I believe we don't have that readily available, so that's, far option. Second option, there's a place far up north of the forest in the mountains where there's a grave, maybe, or a crypt of an old wizard who had a ring of doors. We could grab that ring of doors and use it to plan our travel. And then the third, probably the best option, we could go to the forest and using my magical powers with the ruins there, we could open up a planar door to try and get to the Feywild. Because as you all know, that is more than likely where what's his name? Tion?
Yeah.
Tion, that's where we believe Tion is trying to go. So,
All right. Well, I don't have that kind of cash.
Well, I know somebody who might, and I look to Dante. If you would be willing to finance this for repercussions that you have done to the village, I would be willing to accept that.
Yeah, Dante, we need 5,000 platinum stat.
50.
Yeah.
Oh, no, platinum. You said platinum. Never mind.
5,000 platinum would be
50,000 gold.
Yeah.
Well, then I suppose you should find a way to start making some money, friend.
Oh, come on. You come into town, pompous little rich boy. We know you got the cash.
We'll say you guys are having this conversation too a couple days later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or no, you wanted to do it beforehand.
Well, yeah, I wanted to before we went shopping. Yeah, just so we could kind of iron
get
out
it out there. Yeah,
yeah. But if I don't know, Dante, I know you've got other things going on. So if you decide,
and Dante, right now your father's business is kind of it's keeping the lights on, but it's not what it was when he was running it. But it's still coming in. So 50,000 gold would be kind of a stretch.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to throw that out there, let you guys know that's what I've been working on. So,
well, I'm still trying to figure out where my mom is.
Yeah.
I need to talk to her.
Right. But we have absolutely no leads on that, correct?
I could not care less about the things you two have going on. I'm leaving for Anglar tomorrow morning. I have agreed to show you both the way, and if you'd like to come, you are more than welcome. If not, fuck off.
All right, well.
Oh, damn. I mean,
Oh,
I
okay.
look over at Tetra. Well. This guy's a real dick.
It's times like these where I really wish we had Yonkers back,
Yonkers was just so good to us.
He was just such a good person.
And he would have helped us with anything we would have needed.
The minute I would have said we need to go to the Feywild, he would have been the first one, first one charging through that planar gate.
And Dante, you don't know Yonkers, but they've said oh man, we lost a battle buddy already. His name was Yonkers.
We would trade you for him for 3 pennies. Just want you to know that.
3 coppers.
3 coppers. That's a steal.
He's on his way to your house right now.
Okay, cool. He's finna get his ass whooped, bro. I still gotta pay him back for him punching me in the face, bro. Fuck him up, bro. Oh, and you gotta when you took your piss break, you gotta go back and listen to the recording. We're talking about.
I don't have like much. I mean, I got a decent amount of gold, but I don't have much gold.
I have 8 gold.
I was waiting until he gets
8?
back.
I had 10, and that goblin fucked me over for 2 gold because I got him high.
So what's gonna happen is like I haven't been adding it up, and it totally fucking slipped my mind. I'm giving you each like 1,500 gold, and this is the gold you've received for doing these jobs.
Oh, okay, that's like
for the Adventurers Guild. And then even, going into that cave, that was a job of, taking care of the goblin threat.
Yeah.
So this is just your cumulative pay of what I should have been giving you every time.
So it's 2,000, not 1,500.
No, 1,500. What are you talking about?
You gotta add the extra 500 for clearing the cave, dude.
Yeah, that was calculated in there.
Oh,
no,
I got quoted by this goblin.
I'll make it. I'm being highly generous with 1,500.
You
I
are
will make it
an
even 2K.
No, you're fine.
I don't know why I have 115 gold.
Your dad gave it to you. Remember?
Was it given to me at the start?
Your dad gave you like
gave me
100.
gold?
Yeah, he gave you a fuck ton of gold for your journey. I think you had like 150 to start.
So that is something I'm working on too, handing out more magical items and shit.
No, I think you've been doing a good job of that. And 1,500 gold, I'm obviously being an asshole. That's completely fine. That's
I haven't. Yeah, but if you would like, decent equipment is pretty fucking expensive.
Yeah, but 1,500 gold would cover all of us. I feel like.
I don't think so, dude.
No, well, Dante's not going to give a fuck either way. He's just going to do his shit. So
yeah, he's probably got 1,500 gold just chilling in his pack like it's chump change.
Yeah.
How much gold do I have, Cody?
So right now I'm giving you all 2,000 gold.
Yo.
And basically what I want you to do now is like, see plate armor is 1,500 alone.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's just regular plate.
Well, me and Chase don't really wear armor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but now I'm trying to give you an opportunity to like go shopping. So like,
I just want a sick ass battle axe. That's all I want.
I'm gonna say like, people passed away in the city, and what they do is when somebody passes away, basically like sell off their items, and their house is gonna be moved into someone else. So when like a whole family is removed from that house, they just, what else are you gonna do with it, right?
Well, I would just go to the Adventurers Guild, I would assume, right?
Yeah, but they're equally splitting it between the community.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, right now, you can like go look in the, or tell me what you want.
Well, how about this?
And
just an option. It seems like we're probably gonna have to go to Angler City regardless. So I would say we could shop when we get there.
Well, that's going to have, like, legit set-up shops. What I'm helping you do now is, like, you guys are basically moving on to the next, I would say, like, chapter 2. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, now, instead of this, this town, this cave, these goblins, this forest, these local things, you're going to have to start adventuring out into, the open world aspect of how I see it. And we've got several options of how you can, next steps, what you got to do. The fucking magical item. Here we go. So, what kind of equipment upgrades are you guys looking for?
I need to find like a totem or like a necklace or something just for my totem, and then I just want an axe. That's all I want. And
An
then,
axe?
I want to switch out my quarterstaff for like an axe.
Oh, you did get proficiency with melee weapons now that you took some barb, huh?
Yep.
That's so weird because it doesn't matter now, but if you remember like a couple editions ago,
Yeah.
like druids they couldn't use metal,
Yes.
but now it doesn't matter.
Well, and also because I took that subclass, so my body's changing, and I'm actually like a burly, hairy man now, not a little boy.
Oh shit!
Because I grabbed the bear totem, so my body like physical changes.
This
like
primal path is kind of like taking over you.
Yeah, I'm like.
Hell
Like,
yeah,
so as I'm even like talking about everything, you guys can kind of notice like I'm like bulkier, and I've got like because elves usually I have like they don't have any facial hair or anything like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
They're
yeah.
very so, but I would have like a little bit of peach fuzz now. My arms have hair and shit, and I'm burly.
Hell yeah, dude! You keep like your fucking armor open and chest hair
a
popping
little
out.
bit, yeah. Like a 13-year-old boy just hit puberty, dude.
I mean, weird way of putting it, but I hear you. I guess.
Just want to paint the picture, you know.
So you want an axe?
And you can even take it like I have a +1 quarterstaff. I'll just throw a fucking, you know.
You're getting rid of the quarterstaff?
No, you could even use the quarterstaff, and I like take it to the blacksmith and be like, "Hey, I just want you to throw like axe head on this to make it. You know what I mean? Like make it an axe, and then you can just turn that in like a +1 battle."
I would take it as a separate thing.
Okay, that's fine too.
Like get you an axe. Like keep your quarterstaff, but get you an axe too.
Yeah,
you know. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm not trying to tell you how to do it.
No, that's fine. I use the quarterstaff as like a walking stick.
So, I mean, what kind of axe do you want? Do you just want to get a regular axe? Do you want to try to buy like a +1 or something like that?
I mean, if I could buy a +1 battle axe, that'd be cool.
You don't wear armor, by the way?
No, I don't wear armor.
You wear medium armor.
Yeah, but unarmored defense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Let's check something out real quick.
Could be like a leather like shirt and like pants, but that's fine.
What kind of shit are you guys looking for?
That was all for me.
Any equipment upgrades?
How much is a +1 shield?
I'll say it would probably be 200.
It's like one of those.
How much would a ring of protection cost? Just +1 to AC.
Smooth 150.
I don't know, because it's fucking... I'm looking it up, and it says a sane price to sell a ring of protection for is 3,500 gold.
What the fuck? We're getting fucked over there.
I don't know, because that's a pretty fucking sweet magical item.
It's just +1 to AC.
That's a pretty good fucking thing. +1 to AC ain't no joke. That's life or death. I'll say it is going to take up a majority of your money. It'll be like 1,500. I gave you 2,000. I'll take 1,500. You know what?
1,500 is not worth it.
Let's do this. You're talking to the shopkeep. Oh, you want the ring of protection, huh? Well, how about you persuade me?
Well, yeah.
Give me a persuasion check. Oh, I think I might have one.
16 plus 4, 20.
All right, I'll tell you what. 1,000 gold. And this ring of protection is yours. And I want that necklace around your neck. That's a cute little dragon head.
I mean, no. But
How about,
How about
50
this?
gold?
how about this?
All right, what?
How about I got this other necklace? It's an amulet of magic missile.
Oh.
How about we go in for a trade and I'll give you 100 gold as well?
All right. I could do that. He takes that necklace from you, looks at it, and he's like, I'm going to sell that for 5,000 gold. And then
Fucking sucker.
he just wanted a +1 shield. Dante?
I'm looking at one more thing.
All right, that brings my AC to 15.
As he's handing you the ring of protection, he's like, oh yes, this was the... Kind of analyzes a little bit. Oh yes, the Pennybrook family. They were gruesomely murdered on the night of the attack, and this was their daughter's ring. The goblins had cut it off her little finger. Tragedy to see it was. Here you go. So, alright. Everybody satisfied with their equipment?
Yeah.
No,
any,
I'm still looking
any
around.
health potions or anything?
Oh yeah. Let me get what do they do?
I know I changed the price because they're fucking outrageous on here.
How much is a greater healing potion?
Oh, there it is. Alright. No price, but a potion of healing is 50, so I'll say 100. No, 75. Final offer.
All right, give me 3 of those. So that's 225. So 425 with the shield. That'll leave me with 1575.
Who carries the
Shades.
bag of holding, by the way?
We have a bag of holding.
Yes.
One of them two do.
I think Ari has it.
Fuck, I can't even find. Okay, I have a question.
Yeah?
Is there a way for me to?
Where there's a will, there's a way. Let me start out with that.
Okay, so my pseudo dragon, my
Yeah?
familiar,
Yeah?
has an armor class of 13.
Okay.
Is there a way to
Armor it up?
get him some kind of armor? Yeah.
Let me look into that more.
Okay.
Because that would be sick.
If I got some little dragon armor,
Yeah. That would be real sick.
maybe that's something I could look into in the next city.
Okay, I like that. Dragon armor here wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
They're
But
like,
maybe
dragon
there's
armor,
like
you crazy?
a specialist blacksmith that I could
Yeah.
speak to
All right.
be like, hey, I'm trying to get some armor made from a little buddy.
Any
here.
potions?
Anything
like that?
How much is a health potion?
50.
I will buy 6 health potions.
Are you adding them? Or do you want me to add them?
I can add them.
Okay.
That would
Chase?
be 300, right?
Yeah. Any equipment? Potions?
Just that. I mean, I don't really need potions because I can heal. But
if
if they
that's the
want to
kind
get,
of shitty view you want to have?
all right, I'll take the axe and 3 potions.
You don't really have to buy potions, dude.
No, it's fine.
They're just how I find them helpful. All right,
Cool,
what kind of
I'll do-
axe did you want to buy?
Just a +1 battle axe.
Let me look at armor. All right, I can buy studded leather.
I like it.
Could I get like studded leather +1? Would they have that here?
Is that medium?
It's light. The standard cost is 45 gold pieces for the standard armor.
All right, we good?
Yeah,
I
I
think
could
so.
sell this leather. Actually, I'll donate my leather armor.
He's like, oh yes, we need all the donations we can get. We are arming the civilians. We are giving them weapons and armor.
All right, I feel like I'm properly ready to fight.
And we're building an armory.
Yes.
The only other thing I could get is the only other thing I feel like I could get is something to increase my spell save DCs, but I can worry about that later.
So for the sake of it, I'm going to say
Yeah.
you guys spend days in the shop.
Okay.
And then so like a couple days has passed.
Uh-huh.
And then Dante, he's going through thinking about, what he wants to do, go back to Anglar. And they're like, it's going to take us a couple days to get you some horses together to get you out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Artiss, you're finally getting up, able to move, stretching out, not exactly 100%, maybe your knee hurts. Just can't get this dull ache out of your knee. Stand up, you put your armor back on, you get dressed again, and you turn around, and you guys are in the temple now. A couple days pass, everybody met together, like, hey, what are we gonna do? Boy, is that you? And you turn around and you see your father, and he's got this like great sword on his back, and he's got like this fucking awesome ass like full plate armor on. And he comes up
He's
and
in
he like,
adventuring mode.
basically, if he's not hanging around at home, generally like, hey, these streets ain't safe. You don't know what could happen. You want to gear up if you're going for a long travel like that. But he did get here awfully quick, because, well, not really. He just went straight from there to here. And he's like, oh, I'm glad to see you're alive, boy. And he like grabs you and squeezes you a little too hard. Again, your dad's this big burly dude. Squeezes you a little too hard, and like you feel the like, fuck. That rib hadn't set back into place yet. He just looks you in the eyes like, I got a couple things I guess I should tell you, huh? And then that's where we'll end it. Thank you, everybody, for listening to TotalPodcastKill podcast. Kind of a boring one, but a lot of business we had to get out of the way. A little cleaning up.
Mm-hmm.
A little shopping, leveling up, and some role play. But you know what? Moving on in this world. This is what I would officially call the beginning of Chapter 2.